Hello, hello, hello. What's good, people? It is currently 20 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time, Sunday, the 16th of June, 2024. Welcome to another amazing episode of um sorry, one second. Just making sure everything's working. Make sure everything's working. One sec, one sec. Make sure everything's working on YouTube. One second. Make sure everything's working on YouTube. Okay, amazing. Yes, everything's working. Okay. So, for those that don't know who we are, we're Blockchain Sensei. Sorry for the late start to the stream. Blockchain.sensei.com. Sorry, blockchain.sensei on Instagram. Superjoy.com/blockchain sensei for everything you need, including our free Telegram, our free WhatsApp, and our subscription service. Let's get into the disclaimer. Disclaimer, terms and conditions, all content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only, and it should not be considered as investment advice to buy, sell, hold any assets or place any trades. Please always do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, neither is Jay, neither is BitBlonde or anybody who is in our streams. We do not tend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. However, we're working in collaboration with several accredited financial advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, please let us know immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. Um, do, do, do. Again, all investments come with risk. Please do your research. Not a financial advisor, neither is anyone in the room. However, work in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, let us know immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. Cool. So, no financial advisors, not financial advice. However, Mr. Johnson, how are you looking at the markets these days?
How am I looking at them? Well, I mean, the first form of analysis is Andrew Tate's Twitter and Telegram, and yeah, that's pretty much it. What about you?
I'll be honest, it's been my birthday weekend, so I've not really been on the charts for the past 2 days. Um,
Fair,
but
but I mean, if we're talking about strict technicals, though, then yeah, I'm usually just waiting for things to pull back to like 0.618. Then I usually go from there. Can't be doing too much TA now, especially because the distance between a narrative coming out and price action reacting to that narrative, from my experience in the space, is now like shorter than it's ever been in terms of like, and also in terms of frequency. But let me know what you think.
yeah, I would agree. I would. I mean, that's mainly for like meme coins. I
So
feel like
yeah, I mean,
today's still pretty good when it comes to when it comes to top 100 cryptos.
oh yeah, in fact, let me start. I'll start sharing my screen. As you can see, we got Bitcoin right here. Let me go first. I guess why not? Can you guys see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen, fella.
Yeah, you're on DYOR.
What? DY? Oh, sorry. I'm meant to be on this. Yeah, can you guys see this now? Yeah, that's what I'm meant to be on. Cool. So obviously you
Yeah,
can see Bitcoin. Let's get out of this. Yeah, it's just popped out of this channel. I can't lie. Um, so I mean, ideally we'd see a bounce back up. You know what I mean? This was used as resistance before, broke through, you know, fair value gap and all that stuff you can see around here. And I'm actually looking at things on a weekly. So if we close out of this channel on the weekly, then yeah, we might just see a pullback. But oh, this is interesting. Look, it's okay. So that looked like it was just a fake out. Depending on how the next weekly candle opens in the next 4.5 hours. Oh wait, so my laptop's on 9%. I'm just gonna get that charged. But yeah, depending on how the market closes for today and how it starts off the week, I think we're probably more likely to see like a shoot up, like probably something like this, maybe some consolidation, and then carry on in this channel. Obviously, not necessarily that bullish. I think this would be slightly more accurate. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I think this is the most likely probability just because we're starting to see this wick. Because market manipulators can manipulate markets on like the daily or the 4 hour, but it's hard to manipulate a market on the weekly. It's hard to get a candle close below a trend line on a weekly, right? And then fake people out on a weekly because there's a lot of money you need to have. Talking about millions, billions in order to do that. But obviously on a shorter term time frame, you can do that quite easily with let's say, I don't know, hundreds of well, depending on the token you're looking at, of course. You can do that with potentially 6 or just 7 figures, but you would need a lot more to do on a higher term time frame. So now that this wick is forming, I'd say we're probably going to see a bounce up. Things are turning green as well. It depends really and truly whether or not we get to a significant resistance going back up into this channel. Because ideally, we initially just want to pop back into this channel and then start using it as resistance again. And that's when we know, okay, we're back. But if we get some resistance off this channel and then it keeps going down, then, we may be seeing a final pullback before something significant. But if you look at how Bitcoin's been acting on the weekly, it's literally, this is going to be an interesting couple of weeks. So if you take a look, since what? October, right? I mean, really, maybe potentially it's been longer than that. Let's say since October. Yeah, it's basically been about October. Last year, right? It's been, let's mark these up. It's been boom, about 70, 80%, and then draw down back to the channel. Right, here again, did pretty much the exact same thing. Boom, 70, 80%, draw down back to the channel. Now, this final pump, we didn't do that same 60, 70%. You know what I mean? We only went to less than half of that, 30%. Does that mean a pump is getting weak on a technical level? Yes, but crypto is mostly about narrative because that's how humans understand the world. So any narrative may come out that just propels this. So don't be looking at this. You might be seeing, okay, right here, technically speaking, we've got a double top on the RSI, but a double top on price, but we've got divergence going down on the RSI, right? But all it takes is one major narrative to just completely shift this, and this will still go up. Even in previous bull runs, like here, like look, we did another high, even though the RSI was, but then this was a signal to get out. You know what I mean? I mean, to be fair, actually, I mean, the bull run can't be over yet, but it looks almost like what signified the end last cycle. Because look, this basically, you can essentially call this a double top. You can call this a double top. And then what we're seeing here, divergence here, from here going down. What's this? Pretty much a double top again, right? And then divergence going down. So yeah, that's just something to be mindful of. I'm gonna go into crypto bubbles real quick. See things are still quite down. So now's a good time to buy in. Buying these dips on Wormhole, World Coins, Say. That Say dip is looking very attractive. Ton is going up. Lido, I know crossed the important technical on a 4 hour. I think it was a major moving average recently. That's why that's up. But if we go on the daily, you can see Brett is still pumping. Not sure what this token is. Jupiter, with all of these, they're still doing quite well. Pepe, of course. But yeah, what I would say is right now, it's just important to wait for confirmations of potential movements. So we could have, it looks here like we've dropped out of this channel, but this could just be a fake out, right? On a shorter term time frame. If you go into Solana at 150, that's quite rare. Now's a good time to buy in. So I was, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's going to go down to 120 again ever, but we'll see. Maybe in the next one.
Sorry, Jay, to interrupt. Where do you think this one's heading? I know you don't give technical advice and you've given all the disclaimers, but as an opinion.
Well, it could be anywhere between, I mean, at its peak, 1,000. At its lowest, I would say Solana is at least going to like probably like 350, $400. Yeah. Like that's being very conservative.
So we've been at about 140, 150. It's gone through that line and come back again. So it would have been a good time to buy, wouldn't it? When is it 142?
Yeah, now is a good time to buy. I don't know if we'll be seeing 120 prices again. We had two opportunities to buy at 120. Right, we had 120 here.
Yeah.
Had 120 here again. We bought that 120. You know, nice 50% in less than a month on a top 100, well, top 5 crypto. You know, there's a lot of movement going on in Solana. That's a lot. You know what I mean, considering its market cap. But yeah, that's what I would say. I mean, this is definitely going to do bits. We look at ETH. Evaluating on ETH. Yeah, ETH. Obviously, we had the ETF. I had the pullback of the ETF. Crypto loves, on a technical level, you guys should know crypto loves pulling back to exactly halfway between the 618 and the 702 zone. Literally, exactly halfway between that zone. If I draw a box, let me draw this box between 618, 702. And on the settings of this, I'm going to put on the middle line. You can see, boom. Look at that. You know what I mean?
Sorry, excuse me.
Halfway. So loves just looking up on that point. Why I like to put buy orders to 618 on higher term time frames, particularly anything, ideally dailies, but anything from like 3 hour, I would say 2-3 hour, like retracements down to 61.8. Yeah, they're definitely quite useful. So this would have been a good time to load up on ETH. Don't know how long it was at this price for in this range, but it literally, I don't think it was there for too long. But yeah, it was literally there for, let's see, it was there for from 5:30 till, yeah, basically this big dip. That was just a few hours. That was a good time to buy Ethereum. Now still not too bad. You know what I mean? What you can do is you can also get your what's it? Fibs, do them the other way. You know what I mean? And then you can see, okay, cool, when it gets back to 618 again, that would be a potential good time to take profit. So it would be a good time to take profit here. So if you're willing to get this trade, you know, you can make another 4% on ETH within the next week or two. But yeah, I think let me know how we're doing for time. I think I'll leave it there.
Yep. Thank you for.
Thanks, Jay.
All good, Mark.
So
you're alive, Fadland. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, sorry guys. Been a busy birthday weekend indeed. All right, so let's do a little bird's eye flicks. Okay, so where are we in the fear and greed? Quick look. Start again. It's almost like the magic number. The magic number, which is around 50, like 49, 50, acts as a kind of support in the support here on around the 24th of January, kind of like a support here on the on the 5th of March. On the pattern. There's a resistance here around the 11th of August. So I feel like we're gonna go down a tiny. I feel like we're gonna go down a tiny bit more, and then bounce up. That's what I feel like. I feel like we're gonna don't hold me to that, but I feel like we've got one tiny little bit more bleed. Um, and let's just quickly check Google Trends. Just understood. Okay, so let's have a look. Bitcoin interest worldwide. We'll do this past, say, past 12 months. Okay, so Bitcoin interest is at 33. It was way higher at 85 on the 14th to 20th of April, and way higher in what's that? 3rd to 9th of March. Okay, that's to be expected. Uh, crypto. Okay. Same time. This must have been some Bitcoin ETF news because search terms for crypto was falling, terms for Bitcoin's rising. Okay, cool. So I feel like we need to go down one more time. We're literally at the October lows when it comes to BTC interest. Crypto. What else have we got? What kind of Ethereum. We're searching the word NFT. NFT's been dead the whole year. In terms of search terms. Ethereum, we had a little spike when it came to the ECS, but still that's an all-time low. So as we can see, we are pretty much at the same lows as October, same lows as December, November. Cool. So this tells me this is the buying opportunity. So what opportunities do you want to buy? Um, you know what I think is really good value right now. I'm trying to figure out the vesting schedule, but just on a quick look, I think they would have had like a token generation event, i.e., original investors must have got a token unlock because there's been a random, not random, but we can see this huge pullback since the start of this month, where wormholes gone from 1.25 billion all the way to 817 million. I can anyone who's a Solana user knows that they're familiar with this word wormhole. Now, a lot of people know that I've two favorite meme coins that I continue to trade and pay a lot of attention to. And that's the multi-chain dog token, any inu, which is the first multi-chain dog, right? This is on like what 10 different chains or something. These guys use the wormhole technology on Solana. And so do no, it doesn't actually say wormhole. And so does my other favorite meme coin called Omnicat, which is a multi-chain meme token, multi-chain cat meme token. They also utilize wormhole technology. So I've seen wormhole about a lot in the Solana ecosystem. I believe Render also uses them. I believe this is on big discount right now. Um, the wormhole token came out, was it earlier this year in April. I feel like it's taken a significant enough drawdown. Um about 70%. And then fundamentally, if you do your research, they they do a lot if you just go to the ecosystem. Sorry? There you go. Yeah. I think this. I don't see why this narrative wouldn't turn around. The token is sub 1 billion now. Um, and if you see the kind of applications that uses wormhole, one sec, where were we? Yeah, it's used by Jupiter. It's used by Uniswap. And a whole bunch of other significant names. You know, DGods, the big Solana NFC project that moved over to Polygon and now kind of moving back to Jupiter, moving back to Solana again. Lido Finance, which is a liquid staking solution. Remember, about 10% of all Ethereum in existence uses Lido. Well, sorry, about 10% of all Ethereum in existence is staked on Lido by the whales. Yes, I feel like fundamentally this is a very strong project, and price action wise, it's in a huge drawdown on the weekly, right? I can't actually find the exact token generation event for this, which is kind of annoying. Actually, is this it? Wormhole will distribute 5.1 of its supply to Guardian nodes, 70% of it to community, 12% to core contributors, 11.6% to strategic network partners, set aside 31% for maintaining its ecosystem, remaining 23.3% for the foundation treasury. So this is month 1, month 56. They're currently only in like the second or third month. So 56 months, that is 48. It's like 4 years and 8 months. Yeah. So I feel like Wormhole's in a good position. What else? See if we can square from the bottom to the top. Would I buy at today's price? If you want to bet on the narrative of the whole kind of like Sam Altman, founder of OpenAI, has quite a bit to do with this token, WorldCoin, and also speculate that Sam wouldn't dump on everyone. He's already a billionaire. As you can see, the fully diluted market cap and the current market cap has a good, what is that, 40x difference between them. So I think only something stupid like 2.5% of the supply of these coins are actually out. As you can see, current market cap is around half the peak market cap, which was of course 9th of March 2024, which seems to be around the date. This kind of like 9th of March to mid-March seems to be a key date range for all-time highs, or at least recent all-time highs of cryptos. As we see, WorldCoin is taking a big beating, and you also want to buy the dip. This is good. What else? I'm not too familiar with how I've not kept up to date with Sandbox for a long time, so if it checks out fundamentally when it comes to the numbers of users, price action wise, Sandbox looks good to me. It's like Chili's as well. This is a football token. I've not kept up to date to the narrative, so I wouldn't know to buy this based on fundamentals. Shouldn't buy things if you don't know, but price action wise, my 22% is good. I don't know anything about Audi to comment on that. I think that Jupiter, this bull market, okay, so this is my theory, right? If if Solana, if Solana, mm, if Solana goes to, let's say, 400 billion market cap, so that's what's that? It's like 5.3x from current price. So 400 billion market cap, which is pretty reasonable. Sometimes it's bull run. So then Solana would go to like $600-700. If we see that $400 billion Solana, and Solana does that 4.5x, I don't see why Jupiter wouldn't do like 15 to 20x from today's price. It's extremely undervalued. Everybody knows that Jupiter is like the best DEX ever. Um, yeah, there's not too many competing with it. Especially in Solana, there's basically no competition, let's be honest. This 1.2 billion, this is gonna go crazy. And originally, I was a bit bearish on it because of the supply. Only 13.5% of the supply is out now, which isn't the most bullish tokenomics news. But from what I can see with Meow, I don't think he's the kind of person that would just dump on us. And I like the fact that he's been completely elusive on what the hell he's gonna do with 88% of the supply of tokens. After I've done enough research on Meow, I have faith that he's not gonna dump on us, but don't hold me towards that. Um, I'm not really following the Bretman narrative, so I'm not too sure if that's a good bet. My bets in the meme coin space in the top 100 do go to Bonk because I think Bonk is a. If you think about it with meme coins, they have little to no utility, and Bonk is the right amount of utility, in my opinion. And it should rally up again because this bull run, based on the fact that there's going to be a new Solana phone as well. I'm super bullish on FTM. This is one of my top altcoin holdings. I still believe that they have lots of things to innovate in. And they're brewing up. Also, the paid group I'm in called Gem Hunters, which is Luke Belmar's group. They did a report on the ecosystem. And I think fans FTM this year should see maybe even $10. So I feel like this is a fantastic price right now, especially 9.82% drawdown. I think there's one thing I'm going to keep doing on Technically Speaking because a lot of people are going to watch and financial advice. They want to make their investments. I think Sunday is a good time to buy the market a lot of the times, especially on these red days. And finally, one thing that I feel like is very cheap right now is render. I've always said that sub $10 render is extremely cheap, and this is 17% below that. Good, I would say great price. My target for this bull market is $100 plus render. So if you think about it like this, right, the journey from $10 to $100 is 10x, but the journey from $8.30 to $100 is 12x. So you get 2x times multiple on the on that $100 price target. So just to wrap up, I'm gonna start doing this, right. If I had I don't want to get in trouble with financial advice. Oh, I will be all right. If I had $100 and you told me that I had to buy 5 altcoins today at today's price, what's looking good to me is getting some dividing that between Wormhole, WorldCoin. I'm only saying things that I understand and know. So Jupiter, so that's 3. And Render, so that's 4. I don't even want to pick 5. You don't want too many coins all the time. And remember, let me stop sharing my screen for a second. Stop sharing this. Stop sharing. Let me just come onto camera. 1 second. This is very, very, very important point. Don't even turn my camera on for this point. Boom. Okay. Ugh, what's going on? StreamYard's not streaming. One sec. Don't know why. It's not sharing my screen. Okay, right. So I'm gonna come on camera to say this. Remember, guys, that the price range, the sizable price range that you accumulate an asset in, let's say that price range is $3 to $7, right? if you accumulate at that price range and then sell at your target price range, let's say your target price range is scaling out between $40 to $60, right? This is no specific crypto. Let's say that you accumulate a crypto between the ranges of $3 to $7, and then from $40, you start scaling out all the way to an all-time hypothetical all-time high of $60. Having a plan like that is the key to making money in crypto, because the price that you buy in with the with the percentage portfolio size that you think is appropriate, plus time horizon, right? So price range, percentage of portfolio, and time horizon. I've got different time horizon investments. My Phantom wallet is there to be degenerate, right? That's when I've got all my top G coins and Omnicat and Solana, and when it pumps, I sell. When it dumps, I buy, right? I'm very, very unemotional to that. Whereas I have a higher time horizon for, sounds boring, but like the dinosaur coins like XRP and Litecoin, yes, I still hold those. And Polkadot, I still have an allocation because I do believe those blue chips should do a minimum of 4 to 7x, which will compensate for some kind of risk. This is more important. The price range. So the price range that you buy assets with a calculated amount of your portfolio in terms of risk to reward, with a calculated amount of time horizon. That time horizon can be 3 days to 3 weeks to 2 years. Okay, just like my time horizon with gold is like 5 years, 5 to 7 years, right? Time horizon with real estate is like 5 to 10 years. Time horizon with Ethereum is 1 year to 1 year and a half. I at some point in summer next year, I think till December next year, I'm going to scale out of all my Ethereum, right? And my stable coins, because I predict the market's going to go down. I'm going to go to a bear market. Then I'm going to buy Ethereum and Bitcoin at the low. This information is more important than what asset you buy. The information is more important than what asset you buy. Okay. At the bottom of the previous bear market, the thing to be bullish on was Bitcoin. In June 2024, do you guys think that Bitcoin is the thing to be bullish on between now and the end of the year in terms of asset accumulation for maximum gains? The answer is no. The answer is that's not what we want to do, right? We want to outperform Bitcoin, which is why it's really important to get good alts on the bleed. Anyway, let me take some quick questions, and then I'm gonna enjoy my birthday weekend evening. Mark, how are you, my friend? Maybe it's busy. Cool, no problem. All right, Jay, thank you very much for your section. Technical analysis as always. Guys, thank you for making it to Technically Speaking every Sunday, 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. UK time. We'll see you soon. Take care. All right, bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.